I want you to pay very close attention to what this guy says in this clip.
Donald Trump has said he doesn't want to talk about the word woke. He doesn't want to use the word woke. And Ron DeSantis on the other side is saying, I'm all about fighting wokeism. Where do you stand on wokeism? What does it mean to you?
Just the other day I found out what the word woke means.
What does it mean? Inform me.
Just like millennial talk, you might want to help me here. Just kind of just the very liberal green, tree hugging, same sex, transgender, BLM. I mean, that's woke.
There was no coherent structure in his response at all. This was like just trigger word salad, fridge magnet poetry. And same with this guy right here.
There's a lot of discussion about wokeism. Mm-hmm. Trump has said, I don't want to talk about woke. I don't want to say the word. DeSantis is using it all the time, every other word. Where do you stand on it? What does it mean to you?
It means criticize everything until you control it. It means it's a critical theory, Marxist critical theory. And I think DeSantis is right about it. But I also think that Trump has a good point. Like there's more important things. Like as important as the kind of cultural stuff is, I really think trying to drain the swamp, quote unquote, restore the economy, restore trust is more important than woke. I think woke is a secondary thing that people are looking at. The gas price, the crime in their town, it's stuff like that is, I think, the biggest issues for most people, but I think woke is important too.
At least the second dude formed complete sentences, like bravo. But at the end of the day, this is their entire, they don't really have a plan, right? It's just a bunch of, reactionary nonsense, right? But they're moving very quickly from, trigger word to trigger word and, Hunter Biden, trans agenda, that you can't really get them on one thing.
What does woke mean to you?
Just the changing of the American language, the words you can say, the words you can't say. I don't see why we need to change the society the way it is. I'm not a big fan of LGBTQ, I think they're garnering a lot of attention that is unwarranted. I mean, they're 1% of the population. So why are we reaching out and doing all this for 1% of the population?
I guess because it's 1% of the population. What is woke to you? How would you define it?
Woke, it's discrimination. It's reverse discrimination, to put it plainly. Everything that seems to be abnormal is trying to be pushed as normal.
Such as?
Gender issues, racial issues. I don't know, it's hard for me to put it into words.
I wonder if he sees naturally redheaded people and those with green eyes as abnormal. He doesn't. They represent 1% of the population around the world, respectively. As for folks with red hair and green eyes, I don't know what percentage of the population they represent. Please don't make me do math, but I would imagine they're rare. This Trumper is a lot less likely to see a person with that specific hair-eye combination than a trans person. And I highly doubt there's any trans people near him at all. Yet, I would be willing to bet that he doesn't see trans people as normal. And, well, I guess I'll just ask. Was the gender issue he was referring to simply using preferred pronouns and acknowledging that gender isn't 100% aligned with sex at birth? That's what the Texas for Trump guy was talking about, right? Just recognizing that trans people exist and the queer community should have rights.
If my brother was born gay, I would want him to have all the rights.
I mean, I've got no problem if you're gay and you want to wear a dress or whatever, that's your business. But it doesn't need to be everybody else's business.
What people wear isn't other people's business. He's right.